So this is how you waste money. I've made this another wood high over here, so it's about another 4 inches, and I've pretty much filled up this whole thing with garden mix, not compost, but this whole bed here has cost me I think it's about $350 to fill with this garden mix. Now I've got to do this to that garden bed, the bed behind there, and the bed behind there, because I'm gonna raise all of them, but I'm not spending $350 to fill all of them. So I'm going to come up with a smarter solution, and I'm going to give you guys an idea of how to fill a raised garden bed for at least 1/3 of the price. So for now, I'm just going to fill, I'm going to screw this bed in and then just fill one more compost in there, and then I'm going to actually steal wood from that raised bed to put on that raised bed, because I'm running out of wood as well. Wood and money running out of. That is one raised bed done, so that hopefully is flood proof. I'm going to get onto that bed, but first off I've just got one mission that I was supposed to do a couple of days ago. This zucchini down here, it's got a lot of powdery mildew. I'm actually going to chop a lot of the powdery mildew off, because I've got new growth coming through, and I'm actually going to put a natural spray on there and try to kill it off the new leaves, but the old leaves I'm going to get rid of. And I'm told you should not compost them because the spores live through the compost, so I'm going to have to put them with the pigs or something. I've decided to feed it to the pigs. Don't know if it's going to kill them or not. Hopefully not. But I think that's far away enough that the spores aren't going to come back. Most likely the zucchini will still get powdery mildew, because pretty much by me taking it out I've disturbed it, put spores everywhere. So I'm just going to give that a quick feed with some comfrey fertilizer, homemade comfrey fertilizer, and then later on I'll put something to help that powdery mildew. And this stuff really stinks. This is just like a whole bunch of comfrey. It's been in there for about a week and a half, and it almost stinks like fish. Pretty bad, but the plants love it. Also, I recommend when dealing with zucchini plants, wear some gloves, because they've got these little tiny spikes on their stalks, and they're really hard to get out, so bloody annoying. What do? Find your gloves, I suppose. So what I'm going to do now is, I've actually forgotten a little bit what I'm going to do, but I do have to go up the road and get some more wood shavings for the other garden. I've got a bag of free wood shavings up the road, so I'm going to go grab that, and I'm going to meet you guys back down here in a flash. And just like that, I'm back. This is my wood shavings. Well, it's pretty much sawdust, which I'm going to put in that garden, but not right now, because I have other stuff that I have to attend to, like those raised beds. But it's been really hot lately. This is how hot it's been. This is supposed to be a round water bottle that the kids got me for Christmas, and yeah, it's not much good anymore, is it? But anyway, back to my zucchinis down here. I've just mixed up some spray for the powdery mildew. So what I've done is I've done 1 part milk, full cream milk, and 2 parts water. So I haven't really done this before, so we'll see what happens, and I can keep an eye on it. But I'm hoping that they will grow back pretty good without the powdery mildew, or at least it'll prevent it. Maybe I'll do it once a week. So yeah, if it does work, 1 part milk to 2 parts water. Let's see in a couple of weeks' time. Now that that's sprayed, it's time to get on to tearing this bed out. Dang, this wood is like about 6 inches too short. Means I'm going to have to put like a tiny piece in there, which is going to look ugly, but it is what it is. So I've pretty much got the 3 sides done. I am leaving this open so I can fill it up with stuff with the wheelbarrow. Just put a little ramp there. So that'll be on last. And I've got to dig out some big weeds. And we're going to fill this up a lot differently than this garden bed down here, because this garden bed, remember, it was like about $350, not including the wood. So we're going to try to do this one for maybe $100. Hopefully, we'll see how we go. But right now it's way too hot to work out here, so I'm going to just do a couple of things in the shade and then we're going to go up top. I'm down over here in the wood shaving garden. Well, second garden. And they start naming these gardens proper names, putting signs up. But this plant here, as you can see, the fruit is like going all brown. I'm not quite sure what is doing it. And then the stems, you probably can't see that well, but they're sort of rotting a little bit. So what I'm going to do here is I have some copper wire. It's pretty thin, it's probably about 1 mil thick. So I've cut some little pieces off, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stab it through the stem and wrap it around a bit and see if that attacks the fungi in the plants, or else I've just overcrowded it and I've created too much area for fungus to grow. But I think it's not too bad of an airflow, but I'm going to try this, see what happens in a week's time. So I've wrapped it around quite a few plants. I kind of stabbed it through and then wrapped it around most places. I've probably tried 20 different stems that I've put it on. So it'll be interesting maybe in a week's time to see if it actually does anything. And I will be coming this afternoon to give them a feed. Going to give them a bit of lime and then a bit of my seaweed fertilizer in that. But if nothing happens in a week, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to thin out these plants, pretty much take out every second plant to try to increase a bit of airflow, and I'll just take out the ones that look the most mankiest. But we'll see what the copper does and see if it does anything. So I'm trying to think of what I could do in the shade, because the sun is just killing me, and I'm not quite ready to go up the top yet. So I think what I'm going to do here is this bed here, going to weed out, see if there's any onions or garlic down here, and I'm going to put my wheelbarrow of compost on here, and later on I'll probably tarp it, and then start tarping things so the weeds don't grow up, because I've got nothing to replant yet. And then I might tackle this pathway, like I said in my last video in the Homestead tour, this pathway over here is supposed to be all wood chip. So I might tackle that, and like I'm kind of in the shade maybe for another hour. So we'll see what happens after that, but for now. And also those tomatoes over there are pumping. They're grown so well. But enough talk, more work. So this is a lesson for next time. Don't leave your onions in the ground for too long. These ones have completely rotted and they're all soft. Yuck. Don't do that. Now that's about all the love they're getting today. Just some blood and bone, wheelbarrow of compost, and that's about it. I'm going to tarp that later on, but for now it's still really hot. These guys have tipped over their water So I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to go up, and I'll probably end up seeing you later on in the day. Okay, so the next day, it was too hot yesterday, and then we had a wedding to do yesterday afternoon. So yeah, but what did happen yesterday is there was some baby ducklings. Yesterday I got a bit distracted, but got some pretty cool news. We have ducklings. So I think she had 12 ducklings yesterday. I count 9 today. So I don't know if she's lost some or not, or maybe I can't count properly, but normally we've been taking the babies from them and putting them in the shed, just because the predators like the stoats and even the rats have been taking them when they're like really young. So yeah, but I don't know yet if we're going to take them or not. I'll leave that up to Debs. And also today we have to leave around morning tea. We've got a picnic we're going to, and we have to swap out a rabbit. So we've got a female rabbit that we've got to swap out for a male rabbit. It was supposed to be a male, but ended up being a female. So this guy here, well, actually a female. We have to swap him back today for a male. So yeah, gonna have to do that, and gonna be gone for a little bit, but we definitely need a boy because we've got 2 girls. And Theo's already called at Di, so hopefully he won't recognise when we get the other one, but we'll see. Yeah, that's not fun because Theo's already named the rabbit, so yeah, trickers don't get attached. But yeah, this morning, basically, I have to move this bag of wood shavings off my truck, because this afternoon I'll be taking my truck and getting some other stuff on the back of my truck. So that's my goal this morning, is to get that out, and I'm going to put it in that garden in the pathways. Now if you're thinking wood shavings in the pathways is a bad idea because it takes up all the nitrogen out of the soil, that is true, but being on the top, it doesn't do it. It's just like the back to Eden with the wood chip, but it's a lot finer, it breaks down quicker. But like, look at these are all my Brussels sprouts over here, and they don't care. So if they don't care and they're heavy feeders, then I'm happy to keep putting it on the pathways. So where this bana grass and zucchini are, all down here, I'm going to first start off putting that wood shavings, and then I've got to put some by the asparagus, but I don't know, I don't want to do too much weeding because it's too much work. I need kids for that. But whatever's left over, I'm going to go and put in the compost flock anyway. Now when doing weeding in your garden, don't do it like me and leave it for ages. I advise you to do little often, and then you'll just be picking little weeds rather than massive weeds like I'm doing, because this is crazy. Or just get your kids to do it. So that's pretty much it. That's going to hopefully act as a weed barrier for the kikuyu grass and that. I haven't quite gotten to the end here because I've got 2 dead apple trees over there, and they got waterlogged. So I'm going to actually put like a raised garden bed along there eventually, but as you can see, it's more weeds, so it's not happening today. So hopefully now I can get this bag of wood shavings off my car. Hopefully I've unloaded it enough to be able to pull it off. Okay, it's been one day and those copper wire hasn't done anything. maybe I'm impatient, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some other tricks while I'm here. I'm going to feed some comfrey tea, and then I'm going to use some tui tomato fertilizer, and I'm going to put a bit of lime in for a bit of calcium too. Yeah, we're expecting a bit of rain in the next couple of days, so hopefully all this soaks in. But yeah, like I said before, worst case scenario, I'm going to have to take out every second plant, but hopefully I don't have to do that. Now, I don't normally do this, but I want these tomato plants to thrive, so I just spent a little bit of money, like $20. And no means is like our garden like fully organic, definitely not lying to you in there, but like lime and that, it is organic, but yeah, I don't follow strict organic guidelines. I just want food on the table, really, so by any means necessary. But definitely in the future we'll build up to that organic. But yeah, I mean, lime fertilizer, the tomato fertilizer might be a little bit different, but yeah, I still don't know if any of this is going to work, but just trying everything, and be a cool experiment for like this garden compared to the other garden where it's had like no amendments, apart from maybe some compost tea, to see if one thrives and one doesn't. So that's about all I'm going to do this morning. I'll be back this afternoon, hopefully with a truckload of something, and I'll get back to those raised garden beds. It's all about free stuff, right? See you guys soon. Okay, now today is not going as planned, really. We just got back from in town, and the guys getting the stuff off with my car is not available today, so come do that tomorrow. So today I've decided that I'm going to paint this greenhouse. So yeah, if you think I'm crazy, definitely I'm crazy. It is boiling hot in here, and all my plants are not thriving in this heat. So my father-in-law Herman has gave me some paint to paint it. They were going to spray it, but didn't really work out, so instead I'm going to use the roller. I've never done this before, but I assume it's just like painting a house, so we'll have to see how I go. But I've read the back of the packet, and for this 20 litre bucket should be about 4 kgs of this stuff. So somewhere I've got little scales. Okay, for some reason these scales only do mil and ounces, so I'm going to have to kind of guess 4 kgs. Yeah, hopefully that's right. Okay, I'm pretty sure that weighs roughly 4 kgs, maybe 5. Now just fill it up with some water and mix it. Apparently it's real hard to mix. Yeah, got a bit of a extension piece here, so I can get some more of the roof. This goes out to like 2.5 meters. Yeah, hopefully that's mixed in well enough. There's still quite caked on the bottom, so give that a bit of a mix, then I'll start putting it on. Okay, you guys are going to have to stay down here because I almost dropped you guys, and it's pretty dangerous up there, so stay safe down here. So I've done all that half, now I've got to do the dodgy side. So I don't know if this ladder is pretty much going to collapse and this greenhouse is all just going to come down. It's kind of one of those things where you just got to cross your fingers, hope that doesn't happen. I survived for now. I've just finished the roof. Now I'm going to try to do this front side. This has taken me a long time, so I don't know if I'm going to do it, but this paint's probably going to dry me and I'll probably have to get rid of it, so see how far I can get to. Okay, the white greenhouse is finished. I've done all the sides except for the other end, because that's like got the grapevines underneath and I don't really want to put toxic stuff on plants. But all the rest of the sides are done. Sort of interesting tomorrow when we get some super hot weather to see what like the temperature's like in there. But for now I am buggered because I don't even know what time it is. I must spend a good 4 hours at least painting on here, and yeah, so I'm gonna have to see you guys tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day and this is what I got. This stuff right here, it's wood shavings and cow manure from it's about a 20-minute drive from here. But the trick is I'm gonna put it right down here in this raised bed. I'm gonna fill up, I'm probably gonna get 2 of these trailer loads over the next 2 days in this bed and fill it up. I do have to get rid of some of these noxious weeds and some drip tape, but then I'm gonna fill this up, and then like the last, I don't know, maybe 4 inches or so, I'm gonna put compost on there, and that's the way I'm gonna get this cheaper than this bed here where you've seen at the start of the video it was just crazy amount of garden mix. So yeah, I'm gonna get that filled up just like that, and it is finished. That is 1 load of cow manure and wood shavings. It is mostly broke down, so don't worry, it's probably going to steal nitrogen, but my plan after this is something a bit different, so you have to wait to the end to be able to see what I'm going to do differently. But that's free. Hopefully get another load tomorrow, and then put a load of compost on top. Okay, before I go today, I actually have one more thing I have to do. This white netting. These tomatoes behind me. Over here. And all down that row. Yeah, well the birds are pretty much eating all of them. As soon as they go ripe, the birds are taking them. So I'm going to try drape this net. I might need one more to put over top of it. Looks ugly as hell, but if it gives me tomatoes, I'm happy. I'm not around here to feed birds, you know. It's a couple of days later, back down here with another load of compost. So I don't want to bore you with the wood chip. Compost is the next key to filling up this garden bed. Whoa, where did it all go? Don't worry, it's all over here. I've just got this last little bit to do, and then I've done, but I just wanted to show you the layering I've done over here. So it's probably about 6 inches down is like the native soil, or I've been adding compost. I've been growing in this for a few years, but it's just been weeded over the last year. So yeah, it's fairly alright soil. And then I've got the cow manure and wood chips on top of it. It's been broken down a little bit, so yeah, don't leave too much bad comments. And then I've got a good 6 inches of compost on top of that. Yeah, so now I'm just going to box it up, fill in this last little patch, and that is it. This is $100 bed compared to this bed being $350. So I don't know if it's going to work or not. It's all an experiment. Don't do what I do without trying it at home. But yeah, don't look at my handiwork down here. Basically this wood here is warped, and this popped out, and I've sort of screwed these in temporarily. Yeah, I need some kids to stand on it, pull it and stuff, so yeah, not today. As long as the dirt doesn't escape, I'm happy. The final piece of the puzzle is down. I've got silage tub there and silage tub there. The only thing I've got to do is chop all the tops off these, and I've got to add a few more screws because I've run out of screws. But that's the 2 beds done. I'm happy as. And I hope this video was not too long for you. If you guys want to check out our next episode will be harvesting a year's supply of potatoes. That's going to be so fun. All the kids, it's like gold mining. So tune in for that one, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Look out.